Welcome everyone to another video in this Modbus video series. In this one we will be covering a few questions and trying to answer them, such as how to get this Modbus instructions, how they work, and so forth. So let's start. That's a great question, and I get that a lot. The answer for this one is yes, and we're going to see here in a moment how all that works. You can simply send an email to the address you see on the screen with the serial number of your PLC, whether that's control logics or compact logics, and we'll send you your trial version. That's another excellent question. And for that, we're gonna see here in the PLC how all that works. So I just have here a routine. We're gonna show you the Modbus RTU and Modbus TCP. It's the same way. So I have here essentially just 5 rungs. So the first one for resetting our communication in case of errors and so forth. And then I have here the first rung in here is for the permanent add-on instruction, or the non-trial add-on instruction. And the second one here is the trial version, so we can see what's the difference between the two and so forth. And then in the same way we have here the right add-on instruction, the paid version, and the trial or the free version in here. So let's download, and then we're gonna discover what the limitations are and so forth. So I'm just gonna download here to my PLC. Okay, so next I'm just gonna trigger this one here, the permanent one. You will notice here it just went to error. So the first thing I want to do here is I want to click on or put this verify to 1, so the other instruction can verify that it is running on the correct PLC that was originally logged to. So as soon as we do that, we can see it's verified and it's connected, and now it's up and running. Now on the trial one, it's exactly the same thing. It's fully features exactly like the same way as the permanent one. And the only difference that we have between the paid version and the trial version is the trial version will allow you to go for up to 1 hour before it stops working. So if we go here, we'll do the same thing. I'm just gonna say verify and hit enter. And as we can see here, it's connected immediately and it's working. Now once the 1 hour has been done, the only way to have another hour is to re-download to your processor, and that way you can basically test your system and so forth 1 hour at a time. And then in the same way, the right version. So this is the paid version. It's going to do the same thing. So we're going to have to go and say verify and hit apply. Again, it's connected immediately. And then in the same way here, I'm going to say this is the trial version. So again, in terms of features and capabilities and all that, it's the same as the permanent version. There is no differences in there. So there we go. So now our timer is starting. As you can see here, you got an hour, and then once the hour is done, then the add instruction will stop working. So that's how that typically works. Yes, there are some limitations to be aware of. For your add instruction to work properly, your PLC must be one of the one listed on the screen as you see. And in the case of the control logics, your communication module must be one of the ones listed on the screen in here. Eliminating extra point of failures, convenience, since this is going to be embedded in our PLC, keeping our costs down. Those are only some of the advantages of using this solution. You can again simply send us an email with your requirements and such how many add instruction you might need and your application requirements, and we can gladly send you a quote.